thing is getting crazy. All right, next week it's gone. Hope. The story of Korach is so fascinating. How he attacks Moshe and he's arguing. He's saying, you nepotism, that you're allowing Aaron to be the Kohen Gadol. And then there's the part about his sons. It says that he and his entire family were swallowed into the earth. And later on it says, in a different parsha, in parshas Pinchas, it says, Uvnei korach lo mesu. Sons of Korach didn't die. So Rashi says, well, what happened to them was they were swallowed up into hell like everybody else, but they had thoughts of tshuva in their head, and so Hashem said, well, they did have thoughts of tshuva, so I'm going to give them a break, and I'll just put them into the highest level of hell, not like the innermost depths. I guess there's levels there. I haven't been there lately. So I guess you could say in that sense they didn't die. But there's another interesting Rashi in Parshas Korach itself that says, how come Korach, like he was such a tzaddik, how come he let his mind go astray thinking that this was a good idea, that this was a good plan? And Rashi says, well, he was mistaken because he saw through Ruach HaKodesh that many generations from now, one of his children or great-great-great-grandchildren will end up being a huge tzaddik. He saw Shmuel Hanavi, and that's, wait a second, his children died, you told me. So are his children in the upper levels of hell? Are they alive and well? Do I really So apparently, the Nachalas Yaakov says that they were indeed in the upper level of hell for a while, and then they were brought out. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe on that, his Yartzeit is coming up in a few days, so this is very appropriate, says that when were they released? They were in Gehenna as long as the rest of the Jews were around, but once they died out, they were released. And that's pretty cool. That shows you the power. I got the power. Shows us the power of tshuva on such a crazy level, because they only had thoughts of tshuva. Okay, they went to hell, but then they came back. They came back, and then they became like one of the greatest contributors to Jewish history. They wrote Tehillim, Shmuel Hanavi. So let's go and apply this to ourselves and realize that if we do any level of tshuva, a lot of people say, oh, there's so many averas and punishments, it's awful. How am I ever going to get out of my own abyss to be a tzaddik? Because I want to be a tzaddik or a tzaddikus. I don't want to be a tzaddikus. But it's near impossible. There's no hope for me. There is hope. If just a thought of tshuva can allow these people to get out of hell free, it's like get out of jail free. To get out of hell and become the people who they are, Kal v'chomer, or even more so us. We get Yom Kippur every year. We get to do tshuva. We get to daven with tshuva and say Slach lanu v'kichatanu and say v'achazirenu tshuva shlema lefanecha. The fact that we even say words of tshuva, even if we mean it, we don't mean it, whatever, that's a higher step than just thinking about it. And you know what? We really mean it. We want to be good. We want to be the best we can. We do tshuva every day practically. We're ready. Starting right now. I'm going to be the biggest. Wrestling is on. I got to go.